Oops. We've been live that whole time.
Hmm.
It was live. It wasn't on the starting soon screen. It was on the starting soon screen, but then it wasn't on the starting soon screen.
Why do you do that to
I
me?
didn't do that to you. How long was it on the live? See, it was on starting soon. It was at some point I hit some button and it switched. I must have hit a button. No, that's turned off. I must have hit a button on the keypad. Oopsie.
Why we were doing inappropriate things?
Well, I was just posting things to Discord, so I was okay. I don't know what you were doing over there.
I was eating my fingers.
Oh, you need the stuff on your fingers.
I do.
All right. Well, I guess that's our intro for this video. So we can't start it over. We're already live. Oh. How we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly with It. I'm Will.
I'm Adri.
And what are we playing today?
We are playing Tiny Epic Dungeons.
Tiny Epic
See?
Dungeons. See, that's what it says up on the screen up there.
Oh, I didn't read it this time.
But we are playing Tiny Epic Dungeons, so this is another game in the Tiny Epic line. It's a big game in a tiny little box, and this time it has miniaturas. I think I prefer the meeples, but we'll go with the miniaturas. This is, of course, our first time playing. As usual, we're going to go through the normal gameplay. We'll give you an overview, and then at the very end, we will give you our first impressions. So if you are into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell notification, thumbs up button, all that YouTube stuff, and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and we will switch the camera over. Yeah, see, I thought maybe I tapped this and that's what made the camera switch, but no, this was turned off. Let's see if this works. No, because we're not on the. We're not.
You damaged it.
I probably did. I probably messed something up. There, that works. All right, so here we are. We are. That was very loud. We are set up for a two-player game of Tiny Epic Dungeons. I will do one caveat on this, and we are starting with the flame on the 4-player count. There's a lot of debate on the BGG forums about people saying that the 2-player is way too difficult. Now, one thing I do know is that with a 2-player, I think it's because with a 2-player, they tell you to start with 9 dungeon tiles before you even have a chance of getting a minion. So that really reduces how long you have before you can increase it to 6 by killing a minion.
Okay.
So we're going to start at the 4. We'll see how this works out. Maybe on our next gameplay, we'll try at the 2, but this is our first time. So this is how it is. I am playing as Sir Lannon, the human paladin. So I have a move of 3, a defense of 5, and my main thing is strength. And then I can do a spell, which requires me to use my intellect. And if I get a 4, then I can actually attack for 2. And then Audrey is...
I have Uliesa.
Uliesa. Make it Espanol.
Uliesa. Dwarf cleric. And my main thing is intellect.
Yeah, your main thing is intellect.
And I can heal.
And you can heal. So for her ability, she can heal up to 3 tiles away. Movement 4 and defense 5. I don't know if these were the highest defense, but we picked these because we wanted to be slightly easier on us, just because, again, it's our first time. So there we go. So we are set up. So at the beginning of the game, you're going to make a deck for your dungeon. The book tells you how to do that. Basically, you have 3 sections. The bottom 2, of course, will have your minions in it. The middle section has the extra potions, because we are playing with one expansion, which is the potions expansion. Here it is. Potions and perils. So we did throw that in. A lot of people say go ahead and throw that in. So we went ahead and threw that in for our first game. And then the top section is just some dungeon tiles. So that's that. We got our goblins set up. We got our minions. We got our player boards. We got our boss that we drew at random by key. All right. So in Tiny Epic Dungeons, we're basically going to be navigating through our dungeon. The dungeon cannot get any bigger than 7 by 7. We checked, we made it fit on the screen. And as we go through, we're going to be doing different types of actions. So some actions are heroic actions like attacking, searching, casting spells, things like that. Some are just simple free actions, which allow us to change our dice roll, allow us to do some actions, basically like mine. I have what's called healing hands, which will allow me to heal. Audrey has one that allows her to pick up a spell, a magical spell.
What is that?
This one right here, your research. So she can research and get a magical spell. Normally, most of your free actions cost your power. The difference between a free action and a heroic action is when you take a heroic action, all movement stops. Whereas if you're doing a free action, you can move, take a free action, keep moving. Depending on the room, we may flip it over. There may be a bad guy in it. There may be a minion. There could be a trap. And for all of those, we're going to do a skill check. So you'll see here, there's a red die for whenever we're attacking a minion. But then there are the normal dice that we're going to roll to perform our skill check. So like most RPG games, you have to score a certain amount to be able to accomplish it. So I got a 5, a 3, and a 3. Maybe I needed a 5. So there we go. I accomplished it. Maybe I did enough damage, or maybe I did enough to do my skill check, or maybe I disarmed the trap. Whatever I was trying to go for. I have extra dice, and all the dice have extra symbols on them. So in this case, they have a lightning bolt that I can use as resources in the game. And then the 6 has a heart, so that allows me to heal 1. And the 1 and the 2 actually have a plus. So it says +1. These dice are way too big. I'm showing on the camera as if somebody is going to be able to see that, but they're so far away, I highly doubt it. But they have +1, +2 that can be actually combined. So that would give me 6. We do have ways to modify our dice rolls, either in gear that we pick up and loot that we claim through defeating monsters, or maybe we get into a room and it lets us search for loot, things like that. Or our own characters for 2 power, we can change the dice roll as well. So we're going to continue to go through the dungeon until we find the boss's lair. Once we find the boss's lair, we're going to flip over into round 2. So round 2, the track starts back over. So we start back up at the proper amount per the player. And then we're going to also flip over the boss. Now the boss can't be attacked until his number of minions are defeated. In our case, it's only 2 minions. Because we're playing a 2-player game, 4 minions if you're playing a 4-player game. And then the difference with the boss mode is he's in a room by himself. So any type of in range or line of sight things don't play the same effect that they would in the dungeon, right? Because it's just one big room. Also, if you've got like a spell that says you can attack in any other room, you can cast this spell in any room, you wouldn't be able to do that if you weren't in the boss's room with the boss. Now the boss is going to have health, he'll go down, and then at a certain point, you'll have to walk him back out, so we'll have to taunt him to get him to come to these runes. So right now there's only 1, but of course by the end of the game we'll have a total of 3, and we bring him down in there, taunt him. Once he's there, it basically removes his shield, and then we got to taunt him back up into the boss's lair. If we get that far. I've heard this game is very difficult. I've heard the win ratio is slightly less than 50%.
Oh.
So that's why we needed all the cheats we could get. So that again is why our torch is at the 4-player mark and why we're currently both using healing characters. So that's basically it. It's a dungeon crawl. This is our first dungeon crawl. We've not done a cooperative dungeon crawl like this. The closest would be, I think, Aftermath, right? Where we were kind of going through and attacking the bosses. But this is our first dungeon crawl, so we're gonna see if Aughmoore likes it, if I like it. Hopefully we both kind of like it, because I think I have a bunch more dungeon crawls on the way. All right, so we would normally roll the extra life D20 to see who goes first. But not this time, because it's a co-op game. Whenever it's a co-op game, I usually go first, just so that way I can show a turn. But we are supporting, of course, Extra Life charities, as we do in every stream and every video. If you would like to make a donation to Children's Miracle Network, link down below. Once we get to that $100 milestone, we are going to be doing a giveaway for a game. 300, 600, 900 also have milestone giveaways. The games will get slightly bigger as the milestones are reached. So make sure you go and donate if you can. If you can't, but maybe you have a couple bucks laying around on your Google account, membership funds also go towards Extra Life. Anything we earn on YouTube, that's where it goes to Extra Life. Para los niños. All right. So here we go. So I'm going to take my first turn. So on my first turn, I have a movement of 3. And we apologize that our minis are not painted and may or may not be highly visible. They really don't look like they're that visible from the camera because of they're gray on gray. Lo siento, people watching at the hang on, let me make this grande. Let me see if you can see him if I make it full screen.
It's kind of.
Kind of. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you can see him. Okay. Yeah, on the tiny screen we couldn't see. Now it'd be nice if you could actually show the chat here, because then we could just leave it big.
But sometimes it does, or
Well, that's when you're on the regular YouTube. In the creator studio, it doesn't show you, and I have to be in the creator studio so I can ban people that are being bad. You know, because people come in and be bad all the time. There's our emojis. Got to put our emojis. All right, so I can move 3. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start this way. So this one here. All right. So this is the first tile. Nothing bad happens. I think that's good. I like it that way. I can take a regular action, and if I get a 4, then I can decrease and heal. Okay, so this is a healing room. That's a good room. If you fail, though, you lose 2 health, so it must be poisoned food. All right, so since I did that, I got to put out 2 more tiles.
You place them just wherever?
Wherever the little yellow light is.
Oh, see.
So there we go. So I can go 3. So 1, I'll go to this one. Ah! I've already got 1 going down. I better have 1 going up just in case. Don't want to get ourselves trapped. So that's 2. For here, I can do a free action to heal as well. Wow, all of our healing stuff's right here at the beginning. That's probably not a good thing. All right, so we have 1 here. We have 1 here. So this is as far as this can go. So we are maxed out going this direction now, because that is a total of 3 away from that center spot. And we are not live on our broadcast, so it was looking very weird there for a minute. All right, since I went all the way, I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to go all the way. All right, uh-oh. Bad thing happens. So I found a trap. So I can choose any die, or any one of my dice. I need to make a 7 or higher to not take any damage for going into that room. All right, so I got a 6 and I got a 7. I'm good to go. I also got 3, but I can't go above my max, so I did not take any damage for going in there. Right? So I moved, and then I can take a heroic action. So I'm going to take a heroic action and see if I can disarm the trap. So I need what I need. I need 6. So I have a 5. Oops, hang on. I was supposed to use my intellect. Lo siento. That was cheating. It doesn't matter. Still got it. 5 and a 2 again. So I got 7. So I was able to disarm that trap. And because I did, I get a piece of loot. So I want a loot card, the brown card. We'll do a brown card. So I got me a crossbow. This gives me ranged, but then I lose my melee. No, because you can do ranged. I'm going to stay melee. So I'm going to drop this loot. I don't want it. So Oddity has the ability to pick that loot up later if she wants to, or she can just draw a loot, right? Card. So that is my turn. Whoops. Pardon. So our track goes down 1 there. All right. So now it is your turn. So you can move up to 4. So,
I don't know where.
well, again, you know, whoops, I forgot to put new cards out down here. So this one. So this one. And then, of course, we lose the game on 3 different conditions. We can't lay another tile because we didn't find the boss's room when we've trapped ourselves. We can't lay another tile. The torch runs out, or we can't lay a 5th goblin. So getting knocked out doesn't end the game for us. It just knocks us unconscious, and then we have to be restored, which basically hurts because you can't take any action on that turn. So you go to that one. So you reveal that. All right, so it is spider webs, and this is really the only way you're going to be able to put it. So you're going to have to do a skill check, and you need to get 7 or higher to not get damaged by the spider webs. So here you go. So you can use any dice you want. I imagine you're going to use your intellect dice because you have 3 of those.
See, so
All right.
3.
So you have 5,
5,
and you
8.
can't combine either of those.
Oh,
So
I got
what you
only-
can do is you can spend 2 energy to change one of your 3s to a 2. So you can change that to a 2. Now you got a 7, so now you are successful. So that means you do not take any damage. And then you have this dice left over, so you get one of your energies back. Or power. Power or energy. All right? So you can keep moving. So that doesn't stop you. Only minions stop you.
So every time
Traps
I move,
don't
I
stop you.
place 2 new ones?
Just however many yellow dots there are.
But there are 2.
Well, no, you can only see it says
Oh,
the wall.
so that, that connects. Okay.
Correct. That's where we don't want to get ourselves stuck or trapped.
So I'm going to
Well, you can't go to this one. You'd have to either go back or keep going down.
Why
Right,
not?
so that-
Oh, because that's closed.
Unless you want to stop and just do your heroic action.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, so that's a 4-way. All right. Stop again. Oh man, you're stopped again. All right. Any dice. You have to get 6 or higher to protect yourself from that trap. So 5, you did it again. So you're gonna spend another 2 to.
Yes.
All right. So you can change this down to a 2. So that means you passed it, no damage, and then you got your 1, so you can raise that back up to 1. So that is your second move, and then 1 there. So this is as far down as it can go. So we can't go any lower than that. All right. Hola, Belita.
I could pass later, like on through the.
Now here's the problem, though. If you go back through there, that you're gonna have to do
No,
the check
here.
again.
I mean, here.
Yes. Yeah. As long as they connect somehow, as long as we can get them to connect.
I don't know if this way or that way.
It's wherever you want to go. We probably don't want to spread too far apart, though. I will tell you that. It's not recommended to go too far apart because then you can't heal me and I can't heal you. Wow, you're finding all the traps.
You are giving me all the traps.
No.
Yes.
No.
Uno, dos. What dos?
Same thing. All right. So you rolled a 6 on the money, and then so you have a 3, so you get 1 energy back. So you did not take any damage.
Just one?
Just
Oh,
1 because the 5 doesn't have anything on it. Yep. All right. So
Okay.
you have 1 movement left. You want to just go ahead and go to the last one?
But I didn't place any tiles with.
Oh, yeah, we just need to place 1 tile there. You're right. Now we turn this one over.
Oh, she does. What happens if?
Well, it does. Yeah, that doesn't matter because it just needs to be a tile there. It just means we can't go that way.
It's some goblin.
All right, so a goblin spawns there with Audrey. So Audrey found her first goblin. It is a pokey goblin. He has 3 movement, 6
Protection.
shield protection. He gets +1 damage for every goblin in the dungeon. And then he has for that symbol. Did they even say what that symbol is? No. Oh, for the heroes. Oh, when the hero defeats it. So when you defeat the goblin, you get a loot plus you get to turn over a free tile for this guy.
Okay.
All right, so he goes here, right, where the number 1 is. And then he goes in the dungeon with you. Now, you have he's going to automatically do 1 damage to you because he came in. So you do lose 1 damage no matter what. All right? So, now you can attack him if you want.
See, attack.
So you have your hammer. The hammer, right? So the hammer basically is your strength. So you have to use 2 dice as your strength. See how it's got
Which is
this?
this?
Yep. All right. And you needed to do more than 6.
I did.
You did 6.
Full 6.
This one doesn't count.
Oh, it does not have.
Now
the
again,
class.
you can he only takes 1 to damage him. If you wanted to spend 4 of your power, you could turn that into a 2 and then it would defeat him. If you don't defeat him, he's going to retaliate and try to hit you back.
Okay, then 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So then that takes it down to a 2. So now you have a total of 8, and ocho is enough to defeat him. Hooray! So you defeated the goblin, and because you did that, you get to take a loot card. So you can either take the crossbow if you think you want the crossbow, or you can just see if you can get something better from the loot pile.
A new one.
All right.
A hammer.
Oh, that's not bad.
Hammer.
Sun hammer, and it looks like a hammer you would use, or a hammer that I would use.
So,
Well, if you want to leave it for me, you can drop it. If you think you want to use it, then you can keep it.
I have a hammer.
Well, I think we're going to try to make you ranged and magic. So at some point, you really should do your research to get you a magical spell, though. Okay.
So what do I do?
Well, that was it, because you ran into a bad guy, and then you attacked for your action.
Okay.
And then so this also has the ability. So once. So this room we can spin for power, and we can actually raise this by 2 if we wanted to. So if it gets too low, we just come back into this room and we can raise it back up. All right. So that was the end of your turn. So that goes down by 1. All right. So now it's back to me. And I can move what, 3? 3. All right. Can't go this way. So I got rid of this lock here. So I'm good there. So I'll go 1 here. Goblin. So I get a goblin. I get a goblin. You get a goblin. Everybody gets a goblin, which means I'm stopped. I can't move anymore. So he comes out. So this is the Boomy Goblin. He only has 1 range movement. He has defensive 4, so he's weaker than the guy you beat up. And then everything else is the same. And then on his action, like if he has to activate, he moves 2, or he does 2. He can damage 2 people minus 2.
Oh.
Is what that means. If I'm not mistaken, that's what that means. I might be. All right, so he came out, so he does 1 damage to me automatically, because that just happens automatically when they come out. See? Plus. All right. Oh, this is neat. So for here, you spend 4 power, and it gets rid of, I guess, 1 goblin. There is a sheet that you can actually download. It's like, I think, a 15-page thing that explains every single symbol. Because like this, the player's aid doesn't. Yeah, this, I don't think it's all. I would imagine it's a trap and you're luring them in there, so you're only getting rid of the 1. I don't know, technically. All right. Guess we'll never use that ability. All right, so I'm going to try to attack him then, because he made me stop walking. How dare he? And then I get 3 strength. I'm going to smack him with my hammer. And I've got, what do I need to defeat him? I need 5. So I got a 4 and a 2. So that is 6. So that is enough to defeat said goblin. Adios, goblin. And then I get a loot item. So I want to take that fancy smancy sun hammer you found me. Gracias. And then I put that down here on the bottom. So now it replaces, so now you see it replaces my hammer with the sun hammer. So now I get 1 more dice, plus anytime I attack, I get 1 energy. So basically I restore my power as I use it. So that's pretty good. All right. And I'm stopped because he stopped me. So now it is back to you. Oh, I do need to put, oh no, wait, I can put, yeah, one room down here.
So I move here.
All right.
No. Oh, see, it connects with that.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're not going to trap yourself. All right. Which way do you want to put it? This way? So you can go down?
Yes.
All right. All right. You found our first minion. You found the first minion. All right. So that means you have to stop. You automatically take 2 damage. Good thing you can heal. You found an ogre. So I got to find the ogre meeple. I have no clue which, I guess it's this one. You found the ogre. So you got an ogre meeple hanging out with you. So he's got 5 defense. He'd be hard for you to beat. So you can
5 defense and you have 5 defense.
Yeah. Or you can take your heroic action. I would take your heroic action and just heal yourself. Well, yeah, it's going to use all your power, but
All of it, I have 1 left.
well, or you could rest. You could just take your heroic action to rest. If you rest,
What
then you
happens
get
if I lose this?
nothing. You just can't
And if
cast
I
any more
lose this,
spells.
I die.
You faint. There's no death in this game, except for the minions and the goblins and the bad guys. If you rest would work too. So if you resting gives you, which card does it have the rest action on? Oh, it's down in the bottom, the ZZZ. It would give you +3 health and +5. I think rest is good. He already attacked you. I mean, he can't attack you again till for a while.
So to rest, what do I need?
You just say, I'm going to rest.
I'm gonna rest.
Okay. So you rest. So that puts you up to 3 health.
Oh. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And then it puts you up 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go. So you're back to full. All right. Good going. All right. Well, unfortunately, now we have to spawn a goblin in the entryway. Hola, goblin. So he's just hanging out there in the entryway. He's a shooty goblin, which is not good. He has a movement of 2, 5, shield, and then on this activation, he moves 2, and he does 2 damage to... No, he moves 2 plus he attacks all heroes, 2 heroes, and they lose 1 health.
All 2 heroes?
Yeah, the 2 is the number next to what it is. So it says all heroes, but I think the 2 is supposed to mean that it's to the 2 heroes. Yeah, this is where the iconography really gets in kind of confusing because sometimes it's not clear why the number is there. So on the torch mat, trigger enemy actions. So for example, here it says minions in order. There's all the actions listed. So here, move and attack. Yeah, so he moves plus he attacks 2. I think the number next to it is the number that he attacks. So he attacks 2 people. If not, somebody will correct us in the comments. Because I don't think they have an example that's like that where they're showing them do each one. Melee attacks, range attacks, line of sight, all heroes are enemies. Because it's weird that you would say, yeah, so he moves to, yeah, it's got to be the number of, it says all heroes, but it's 2 all here because his damage is here, -1. Yeah, so that 2 doesn't make any other sense except for that. So I'm going to tell you guys something. Download that cheat sheet before you play. Oh, X range, number of rooms away. Oh, because he's ranged. He can attack us from 2 rooms away. It's the range.
Oh.
Right here, X, and then the symbol is range. So he can attack us from 2 rooms away, all enemies. Oh, it's right here. It's even on this one. So it's 2 rooms away. He can attack all heroes. Because it's combined with the other one, so it can't show that arrow. That's why we were confused. So it shows just the 3 little dots for the hero symbol.
Oh, that's
and it shows a 2. Normally it would say 2 and then have a line showing range, but it's an AoE attack, so it attacks everybody. Okay. All right, so that's mine. So here's the problem. They're both going to activate on their next turn. So he's fine because can he even get to it? Yeah, he's 1, 2. He'll be able to attack us on the next turn. So we're both going to take damage. All right, so I'm going to go here. Actually, before I do that, before I leave, I'm going to spend the 4 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get rid of him. I'm guessing that's what that ability does. I don't know. It's not clear. And then I'm going to move in here. And since there's a bad guy, that stops my movement. But I'm going to go ahead and smack him with my hammer. And we were messing up on the goblins, but it didn't matter because we defeated them. We were supposed to roll the red dice at the same time because they can retaliate. So we took him out anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. All right, so I've got 4 +1, 5. 6. He has 5. He has 6 hit points. I forgot to put his hit point counter. All right. So I can use this to get my 3 energy back. 1, 2, 3, right? And then my sword, by doing a melee attack, gives me +1. And then I'm going to spend 2. 1, 2. To make this a +2. Because why wouldn't I? And then that gives me 6, 7. 1 is 5. So that means that does 2 damage. 1, 2. Since it did not kill him, then he is going to hit me for 4. Oosh. +2. Oh no, he gets +2 in melee. So I didn't do any damage to him. Hang on. So in order for me to do any damage to him, we're going to have to spend another 2. 1, 2. To make this a 5. That makes it a 5. So now I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8. His armor is 5, 6, 7, so that at least does 1 damage. Wow, he's going to take a while to take down. Minions are hard, man. Good thing I got rid of that goblin before I came in. All right, so now he's going to whack back at me. So he does +2, so he's 4, +2, 5, 6. I have a defense of 5, so he only actually damages me for uno. All right, so that was my turn. Unfortunately, now we have to activate him. All right, so he is going to move. There's no reason for him to move. He is going to do damage to one of us in this room. We're about the same, right? Yeah, we're pretty much about the same. So I'm thinking, yeah, because you were fully healed. That's fine. I'll take the damage. So I take 2 damage. I mean, I can always rest on my next turn. Okay, so it is your turn. He's in the room, meaning you can't leave. You have to attack him. So your
attack is...
Well, do you want to research first and see if you can get you a spell?
What?
Yeah. So research 4. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get you a spell. Hopefully it's a good spell.
This?
Yep.
Elemental.
So that's
Charge.
Elemental charge. Yeah, we saw that earlier. Okay, so you have elemental charge is now one of your spells. So basically, what that allows you to do is, if you get a 5 or higher, you'll do 2 damage. And you have to spend 2 energy to do that, or you can try to hit him with your hammer, which you only get 2 dice for that. The elemental charge is probably... Elemental charge, the benefit of that is it's a set damage. It's guaranteed to do 2 damage. And it's not defendable. Magic spells aren't defendable. Because it's a set 2 damage. So that's your best thing to do.
So what am I going to do?
So roll all of them. Roll all 4. Mm-hmm. All right. So you got 6 for healing, 5 and 1. So you got enough to be able to do that.
So I got...
Yeah, so you got enough. Yep. So now you have to spend 2. You get 2 energy back because of this dice, right? Now you go ahead and do your spell. So it takes him down 2 hit points. 1, 2. Magic is very powerful because it's not defendable. And then he got this symbol, which means what? That's not on this cheat sheet.
No.
Where's it at? Oh, see next page. All right, so the shield match. The die face equals your defense, including all of your defense modifiers. In short, it deals the damage equal to the enemy's. Okay, so for ranged and magic, he does 2 damage. So you take 2 damage. There you go. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't as bad as it could have been. All right. So now I'm going to whack him again. So he has got... I have no energy though, so I'm basically at the mercy of the dice right now, unless I rest. Mercy of the dice. Oh, I do have healing hands. Oh, that costs me 2 energy though. So I can heal after I roll these dice, and hopefully I get good dice. Be kind to me, dice. 5, 6, 7. He has exactly 7 because I'm doing melee. So I can get +1 for this. Then I get +2 for that. So 1, 2. So I'm up to 4. I'm going to spend 2 to heal. 1, 2. To heal 1. Oh, no, I heal 2. Woohoo! And then I'm going to... Oh, no, I'm actually at 5, 6, 7. I'm at 8 because this counts as +1. Right? So I actually did 1 damage to him.
Ooh.
Yay for 1! Well, I mean, it just means that you're technically gonna defeat him on the next turn. All right. So this goes down to here, and that means we summon one goblin a key, and he is here. So Mixie Goblin. So the Mixie Goblin, when we defeat him, we can get a potion. Oh, when I defeated the Shooty Goblin, I could have gotten 5 energy or a loot. So actually, let me see a loot card. I forgot to do the... When you defeated the Boomy Goblin, you did pick up your loot though, right? Yeah. Yeah, because that was the hammer that I picked up.
Oh, see.
Oh, Greaves of the Lion. This is a artifact or a talisman. I don't know what this is called. It gives me +1 to movement, and then when I attack, I get +1, +2, or +3 depending how many pieces of the lion gear that I have. So that's pretty good. I like that. All right, so I can have 2 of these. So we're just going to stick you, I guess, right over here somewhere. All right. So he spawned. Your turn, right?
Mi turno.
Hang on, let me double check that they don't spawn and activate when they spawn. Let me double check that they don't spawn, because maybe earlier he should have activated. And I messed that up. Add a goblin to the entrance, place the lowest number goblin token from the match, then draw the goblin card, reveal it, and adding it to the corresponding spot. And it just says add him. I could have sworn I saw gameplays where people were adding them and then immediately activating them. Maybe that's why people are making it too hard. It doesn't say to activate them. It says activate them when you go to the red spot, which would be the next turn. So, yeah, okay. All right. So you're gonna charge him again?
I'm gonna do what?
Use your charge spell again to kill him?
See.
Studio Lanston. Hey guys, sorry I missed the start. Been setting up relearning Western Legends. Missed the phone alert. Watched the unboxing earlier. Looks really good. Yeah, this is our first dungeon crawl, so we're seeing how this goes, Studio. Western Legends we haven't played yet. I don't know if you saw, Colossal just posted, because we know Matt from Colossal Games because he's the marketing guy, and he's posting pictures of the big box. I think they're for their next campaign because they're gonna have a Kickstarter for the big box, and I guess you can pick up everything else if you missed anything. All right, so what do you need to do it? 5?
5 to...
Well, you have plenty of 6s. You also, okay, so you get +2 on your energy, and you get +1 to your health. And then spend 2 energy. And then you do 2 damage to him. Adios. So 1, 2. This goes here. So that's our first minion defeated. And then by doing that, there's no more. So this goes up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Woohoo.
I don't know. Either we're just getting lucky or I don't know. And then you get 2 pieces of loot. I think you get 2 pieces of loot. I don't think I get 2 pieces of loot. Just double check when we defeat the minions. Who the boss? No, that's the boss battle. Boss battle. Legendary items, discovering loot. Here we go. Minion. Minion tracks his health. Place the health marker of all minions on hearts. As a reward, you may take 1 loot or 1 spell twice. You may also move the torch up 6 spaces. Okay, so yeah, so you get 1 loot and 1 spell. Well, you're a magician, so I would definitely say probably do 1 of each, is what I would do.
1 loot.
1
Should I
loot?
take that? No.
Nah, I don't think the crossbow would do you good. We want magical stuff. We want stuff that increases your intellect. So that cursed dragon scale makes -1 to your defense, but it gives you +1 to everything.
Everything else. Okay. Oh.
That's probably okay because you're at 5 defense. You got a lot of defense. I would go ahead.
This one?
I would go ahead and put that. You can always replace it. Yeah, and then a spell. Get you another spell.
Invisibility.
Ooh, that's good. Visibility. Basically, what it allows you to do is on a successful roll for 2 energy, you can move without activating bad guys. I think is what that is, right?
Without activating bad guys.
Yeah, without the question mark. Well, is it question mark? Why has it got a question mark?
And it says 1
plus 1 times question mark. Yeah, so you can move through bad guys, plus you get 1 question mark. I have no clue what that symbol is. No idea. All right, let's hope you never have to use that. I don't know.
Where do I put this? This is...
It's a spell, so spells go there. Yep. All right, so then time goes down 1 for you. So now it's back to me. All right, so we're getting close to the bottom here. So there should be another minion in here somewhere if we haven't already gotten him out. All right, so I'm going to go 1. I'll go down. Oish. There's the other minion. Well, we found him pretty quickly, didn't we? All right, we have a vampire imp. Vampire imp is right there. And then he's going to activate, which does 2 damage to me. 1, 2. Because I moved that square. It stops me. But now I can attack him. So I was going to say, yay, I get +1 movement, but I technically don't. Let me put this over here so I don't forget I get +1 movement so I can see that. All right, so I'm going to try to attack. Oh, I got a 6. What is his? He's got 4. He can't defend against melee, so that's good. So he's got 4. I got 6. And I get +1 from my thing. I'm going to use 2 of that. 1, 2, put me back down to 1 to make this a 2. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. He defends 4. So that means it does 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a good one.
Yeah.
But then he does retaliate for 4 plus 3, which is 7. I have 5 shields, so that does 2. 2 damage to me. Wasn't too bad. And then I had the 4, so I get +1 there because of my 4. And then I'm going to heal. I'm going to spend my last 2, 1, 2, to heal +2. 1, 2. Woohoo! Yeah, I think playing the Healy guys is probably a little bit too a little bit too easy. It's an ankle biter. Yeah, he's a tiny little guy. Sorry, studio, the minis aren't painted. We apologize. All right, so the torch goes down 1. Mixie Goblin's just still hanging out up there, I guess. Yeah, because it doesn't... Unless we're missing a rule. I don't remember it saying move... I don't ever remember it saying move the bad guys. Except for when you activate them. Goblins, spell, skill check, search a room, disarm a trap, cast a spell, attack, range, enemy counters, enemy modifiers, damage, kill enemies, perform free actions, torch man. You lose and game over. Some effects. No, I mean, there's nothing in here that says that they're supposed to move. They just hang out in that room. Well, they only move when they're told to move on this map. Okay. I don't know. I'm wondering if people have just been playing it more difficult than they needed to, because I want to think all of the playthroughs had them move that. Like every turn they were moving everything. And I'm wondering if that was in the old rules and the new rules don't have that. I haven't painted anything in months except for this one warrior for my son to play with that you spent 20 minutes on. Wow, studio, I've got the, you probably heard me during the unboxing. I got the army paint or speed paints. I think that's what I'm going to do with these guys. I'm going to do speed paint. And then for like the metal parts, I think I'm going to paint them gold and silver based on what they are. Just because they're quicker, right? These kinds of games, just get them painted quickly. The ones we want to spend time on, like our Marvel games, you know, we'll spend a little extra time on. Or Santorini.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, so this goes down 1 because I am done my turn. So now it is back to you because yeah, there's nothing else I can do. All right. So are you going to come in here and help me, or are you just going to let me? Well, no, there's no reason you come in and help me because he has defense against you.
So I just.
So you could just explore. I mean, you can come this way if you wanted. You don't want to go that way because you'll have to. Oh no, you can go this way too. This also has a search where you can actually search for goodies.
Is that search? Oh, then.
Yeah, when you haven't painted in a while, it seems like a while. I think the last thing I painted was Optimus Prime, and I made a video about that.
And that had to be like.
Oh no! I painted the Merchant's Cove, but yeah, that was 2 months ago at least. Yeah, that would have been in December. Because you're right, I did paint all Merchant's Cove before I played solo.
Okay.
These don't activate again. These only
No?
activate. Okay. No, they only activate when you flip the tile over.
So I am. What is me?
You're
going there.
Right. So that's 1. You have what? 4.
4.
Now we know the boss's tile is still in here. We haven't gotten far enough to get to the boss's tile.
One. Okay, 2.
2. You found a potion room. So in the potion room, nothing bad happens, but you can perform a heroic action to get a loot or a... I don't know what all search allows you to search for. I forget now. I think it's loot. Search room. Search a room, a specific feature in it. Oh, no, here you go. So you search the room. It's successful. You get +2 plus a magic spell.
Oh, okay.
If you fail, we'll lose 1 torch, which we're not worried about. I'd go ahead and do it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're going to have to go back where you came from. All right. So intellect. So all 3.
That doesn't count. 5, 5 is 6. 5.
All right. So you do get to heal 1, though.
Where does it say?
Right here.
Oh, sí.
Heal 1. All right. So spend 2 energia. And then you get you another spell. Now you will have to discard 2 of your power.
Spend.
Yeah. Oh no, you get 2 power. It's plus. You're right. I don't know why I said minus. And then you will have to replace one of your spells. I would probably replace that to invisibility, depending on what you get.
But I can see first.
Yeah. Conjurer's Gambit. All right. So it's a 3. It can go up to 3 tiles away. You have to get a 7 or higher. It costs 5 energy. And they lose 4 health.
And this is...
If you fail, it spawns a goblin. That's better than invisibility, but it's very hard for you to get 7. Because you don't have any gear yet. I still think it's better than invisibility.
Okay.
All right, so discard your invisibility. Oh, you might want to put that on the other side. Yeah.
No, this one is still 2. This one can be still...
Yeah, well, the other spell can be picked up again, too. All right, so you did your heroic action, so that's the end of your turn unless you wanted to do anything else. The only other thing you could do would be your conjure, which would be if you want to try to get another spell.
No, gracias.
No gracias? Okay. All right, so we're going down here, and we are spawning not another zombie. That's a different game that we're going to play. We're spawning another minion up here. We're going to have to get up there, though. We are going to have to make our way up there and kill them because, remember, if we run out, it's game over. If we can't do another one, it's game over. All right, so this is another boomy goblin. He spawned up there, so nobody takes any damage because we're not up there. All right, so my turn. So I am going to smack him. I'm going to beat up on this vampire imp again. All right, so I need, what do I need to beat him? I need more than 4. I only need to do 3 damage, right? So I need 7, so 6. I already have 7 because I got +1 there. So I got 1 there. That one doesn't help me. So actually what I could do would be 5, 6, 7. Right? Because then I can use that to heal. Because I'm getting 1 from my hammer anyways. Well, actually, no. That is better. Do 6. Use that one, because then I get up 3. 1, 2, 3. Then I can use this ability, which only takes me down 2. 1, 2. But I heal 2 instead of 1. That's muy inteligente. All right. And then that was enough to defeat him. So now we have enough to unlock El Balso. And then I get, this goes up 6, which means it just basically goes back up to the top. And I get spell and loot. I really don't want any spells. So I'll take 2 loot. Dos loot, por favor. All right. Ooh, I got the long sword of the lion. Oh, yeah. Throwing axes of the bear. Well, no, because this will give me +1 health whenever I attack. So that means, yeah, I'll be covering up my healing. But now I've got 2 pieces of that. And then I can't carry that, so I'm going to drop that on the ground in case, I don't know, maybe you want an axe of the bear. You don't. You don't. All right. So I defeated him. Adios. And that was, I did a heroic action, so I can't technically go anywhere else. So then this goes down. Oh, no. All right. So back to you. I can make my way up to the goblins if you don't want to go towards the goblins. But either way, we have to go up here. Oh, we can go down here. We never placed a tile there. Yeah, so wherever you want to go.
What is this one?
This is, you can go down. I never placed it. I forgot to place that one earlier. So you can just go down. When I revealed this tile, I forgot to place it.
Okay, so I'll do 1,
1, 2.
2.
Oh, danger. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. So this is trap. So any dice, which I imagine you're going to use your intellect for. And you have to get 7 or higher not to fall off the bridge.
Oh.
So you got 4, 5, 6 right now. Spend 2 energy to increase your dice.
Okay.
All right, so you turn this into a 5. So that's 5. So you successfully avoided it, and then you get 1 energy back for that.
So nothing happened to me.
No, you successfully, you can't go any further down though. So now you have to go back.
Can I do anything else? No.
Well, you could disarm it, and if you disarm it successfully, then you can get loot. If you don't disarm it successfully, then you...
No, I'm going to go up. So that was 2? No, 1. No, 2.
That was 1,
here.
2. Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go there.
Yeah, you don't want to go that way. That'll make you do another skill check. Although you've got high intellect, you've been doing good on the skill checks. So, all right. So that's end. So go down. All right, it's my turn. You made this dangerous because you didn't disarm it on your way. Love you, mean it, and I can't. That's intellect. See, you need to disarm that one. That's an intellect trap.
And you cannot do it after?
I can. I mean, at least I got 2 dice if I want to do intellect there. Yeah, I can do it after. I still have to do my skill check, and then I have to do that one. I mean, because we need to check. I know the boss's lair is still in here. The thing is, we have to get more tiles out to find the boss's lair. So that's the problem. Because the boss's lair is in like the last 4 cards. So we have to get these turned over. And unfortunately, the way we got the path... All right, I disarmed up here. I'll go... Are you going up here? Where were you going? Are you going over here?
I was going to go there, but...
I'll go to the goblins. So I have 4 movement. If you want to go that way, I'll go to the goblins.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I went far enough to the goblins. Problem is I can only attack one of them. And they get stronger with the more goblins that are in there. So I'm going to blow up the... Mixie Goblin gives me a potion. We haven't played with potions yet.
You want that?
Well, I gotta beat him up first. He's got 5... Yeah, I better beat him up. He's got 5 health. Or 5 shields. Alright, so... Doesn't matter. I did 6. So... Didn't even need to use my... Well, I got 7. Didn't even need to use my abilities. So actually, I will do this one. I'll do the 5 plus 1 is 6. So that is enough to get rid of him. Yep. And then I heal 1 with the 6. And then I do 3. 1, 2, 3 with the plus 2. And he doesn't attack me back because he is muerte. Es muerte. And then I get a potion. All right. So now the one thing with the potion, so the potions are the expansion that was added. There's a thing at the top that you have to do. So on this particular one, because I got this potion, it's a potion of energy. When revealed, I have to activate all monsters. Luckily, there's only the one goblin left to activate. So he basically does range 2 and then -2. So he technically... Oh, he can damage up to range 2, -2. So I lose 2. He threw a grenade at me. And technically he would have blown himself up because he was within like 2 inches. And this is the bottle of energy. So if I drink it, I get plus movement and plus a heroic action. So I can take 2 heroic actions, I guess, in 1 turn with this bottle of energy. Okay. That's good. I got a bottle of energy. And I went up there, I attacked, I did all that. So this goes down 1. Right. And for those of you guys that, you know, just catching us in the video, the reason our marker is this far up is we are playing on easy mode, just because people in BGG said it was so hard at 2 players, but we've really not been having that much trouble. So I don't know. And like I said, there is, maybe it's a missed rule. When you first start a 2-player game, there's 9 tiles before you ever get to a minion. So the only thing you'd really be fighting with are goblins. All right, so you are there. Remember, you can go this way because I disarm. You can't go that way because it's blocked. So it doesn't matter either way. It's going to be the same round. So 1, 2, 3,
4.
You have 4 movement? Yeah, 4. So you're going to go to this one here. 4. Oh, it's a dead end. You went into a dead end with on goblin. So he automatically does 1 damage to you. 1 damage to you. Now, as a action, okay, this one is an action. You can drop. No, you can move your guy to 1. You can move your guy to another tile, I guess. Oh, see, it's like a tunnel. It's like you go through that tunnel. So for 2 action, you can move to any other tile. I think that's what that means. That doesn't have that symbol, does it?
Not here.
Yeah. So again, that printout, probably very helpful. All right, but yeah, so for 2 action, you could move to any other tile.
And I leave the goblin there?
You can't take a portal if there's a goblin in the room, so you can't technically do that move until he's dead. So you can
also
do.
I have to leave.
Yeah, so for your heroic action, you can charge him and it kills him automatically. So roll for your charge. Now you got to roll for his defense just in case you somehow miss your charge. What did you need to get? A 5? There's a 5. So you're good to go, and you can. So you have to increase first. This is the weird thing. You have to increase with your dice first before you cast the spell. Or no, I think you can do it in any order. So you increase it by 1, cast your spell for 2, and then increase it by 3, but you can only increase it by 2 because that's what you got. All right. Adios, Goblin. Nice knowing you for about 3 seconds. So Mixie Goblin, you beat up a Mixie Goblin, so you can do the same thing. You can either get a loot item or get a potion. Get a potion, why not? And then the activate.
Why is haste?
So on activate, all heroes
move to
move to the. We all go back to the beginning. Oh, I was already there.
Is that the beginning?
Yeah, to the stairs. The stair card. So it's got the picture of the stair.
Oh.
So this one you can move to any tile.
Yeah.
This one you had to move to the specific tile. But
Okay.
you got haste drought, which if you drink this, you get 3 additional movement plus 5 on your agility for that turn. Wow. So 5 additional.
How
You
do
would
I drink it?
You just say I'm going to drink it.
I'm gonna drink it.
Well, you're not going to drink it. You can't drink it now.
I cannot drink it now.
That would be good for like disarming traps. I don't know if anything else needs agility. Yeah, I don't know what else needs agility. All right, so that's your potion.
Where does it go?
Where's this guy at? Oh, I blew him up. Oh, when I blew him up, I didn't take my loot. Yeah, I don't want magic spells. I want loot. I'm trying to get my of the lion. Gloves of the panther. No, thank you. All right. Where is the blue guy? Oh, I never took him off, did I? Oh, no. Wait a minute. I didn't. No, I did kill him. No, he blew up on me. No, he just spawned. Never mind. Put those panther gloves back. I'm screwing up. All right. So we need to spawn another one in here with us. And because he spawned in there with us, we were already in there, we both lose 1 hit point. Who is it that's coming in now? Right, so.
Stubby goblin.
Stabby goblin. So 4/4 plus 1 for every other goblin in the dungeon. Not good. Okay. So now it is my turn. So I have to beat up on some goblins. Problem is, I don't have an I wish I had an AoE attack. So with my... Oh, I guess I'll just keep adding it. Okay. So I'm going to smack... It doesn't matter which goblin does it. Both of them have 4. Neither of them have extra defense. Okay. So I need 4 to beat him. So I have 3, 4. Technically, I don't even need to use that. I have 2, 3, 4. I get plus 1 there. 4. Oh, I need 5, don't I? 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's what I need to do. Plus 1 there. I got 3, which I can't do that. So that gets rid of the stabby goblin. So just flip over the panther card. I know I don't want it. All right. And then do I want to heal? Oh, I can't heal anymore. Oh, actually I get plus 1 health because I have 2 pieces. So I actually healed when I attacked. Okay. That's it for me. That's all I can do. Oh, activation. So he's going to activate and he's going to do 2 damage to both of us. Leash. That was stupid. I didn't look at the track. If I would have looked at the track, I should have gotten rid of him.
Oh.
That was stupid. All right, you're going to beat up on him? You're going to try your... Oh, you only have to do one damage, so you just do your elemental charge.
Oh, okay. All of them?
Yeah.
So he's going to...
All right. So you needed 5. You have 3, 4, 5.
5.
All right. So you spend 2 energy. Then you got this dice here to get 3 energy back.
Wait.
Get 3 energy back. All right.
And
No, that's -2 to the bad guy. So he's gone. And then you can either get a loot or a spell.
But this move... No?
It allows you to move and do that damage. You get to do both. But he was in the room, so there's no reason to move out of the room. So, yeah. So there you go. And actually, you got +1. I always forget you get +1 to your roll anyways. Doesn't matter in this case. Do you want to heal yourself? Oh, no, your heroic action was attacking. Never mind. So that was it. All right. So do you want a spell or a loot item?
A loot.
Loot. Of the lion. Ooh!
The head
Ooh!
of the
Drop it!
lion.
Drop it! Gracias.
Para ti.
But I mean, that'll be my 3-piece. My 3-piece suit. All right, so this goes down. Oh, where'd the little blue guy go? Oh, I threw him in here. Blue guy comes back here. All right, so nothing bad happened. All right, so we are going to go. I need to be able to search, though. I need to go to a spot where I can search. Or I can go down here and disarm the trap. Let me go over here first. So 1. Oh, that's another dead end. For free action, we get 7 or higher. Oh, it's a lever. I open the door. Oh, is this the boss's lair? Is that what the boss's lair is? I thought the boss's lair was further down. What symbol does that have? No, it has the regular room tile.
Yeah, it's room.
But I'm trying to figure out what happens if I pull that lever. Oh, it's got a loot bag. I get a piece of loot. Oh, okay. That's what I get. I get a piece of loot. Okay, yeah, I want to do that because I want to get my... It's a free action, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to use my strength. So I get 3 dice. I need 7 or higher. Oh, that was not... Okay, I got 5, 6, 7. Woohoo! Gracias. Mi 3-piece suit. Muy bien. All right, and that was a free action, so that was good. So that was 1. I get 4 because I got the boots. Yeah, because this gives me plus armor. So that was 1, 2. I come back in here. 3. Boyish goblin. Yeah, so 3. I have to stop. Porque the goblin. Although we got 2 new tiles. All right, so but it's a treasure room. All right, so that. All right, so we got another stabby goblin. So he hits me for uno. I don't have healing anymore because I replaced my healing. Only way I can heal is the rest. All right, so heroic action time. Yeah, it's a goblin. It's a goblin. It's no big deal. So 5, 6, 7. I basically annihilated that goblin. Goblins are basically, at this point, once you get this far, like goblins are pretty much nothing. They're just more of a hindrance than a help. And I get a loot or +3 health. I think I'm going to do the +3 health. While I would like my last piece of my armor, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, actually, I defeated him anyways. And since I defeated him, I get 2 health as well because of my suit bonus. Basically, I heal every time I smack something. Smack something, heal. Oh, I forgot my +1. Oh, I'm already maxed out. I forgot. Oh, I can't use it. All right, so we have more goblins for the next go round. All right, so that's the end of my turn. I can't go anymore. Guess what? We have to spawn with you. So you have to take 1 damage.
I'm at 1.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to want to do a healing action on this turn for you.
Healing would be this.
Yeah, 2 energy and you heal 4. Either that, because you can't rest where there is a. I don't think you can rest with a goblin in the room. It's, you can't get a good night's sleep when there's a goblin in the room. Actually, it doesn't say you can't rest with the goblin in the room. Okay.
Can I rest with the goblin in the room?
Doesn't say you can't.
Okay, so I rest.
Well,
Or
I mean, I think the healing's better because it costs you less energy and gives you more health. Yeah, so I would just heal since you can heal.
So minus
2, and you get 4 health.
And what is that?
That's your heal. You can heal other people up to 3 tiles away.
Oh, okay.
All right. So unfortunately, that does mean that now he activates on you. He's the only one though. So he is going to attack for... Well, he doesn't need to move because he's already in there. -1 times the number of goblins +1. So there's 1 goblin plus 1 is 2. So it's -1 times the number of goblins +1. So I guess he just does 2. I guess that's a way that they make him do 2. Because the other ones do extra damage when they're retaliating times the number of goblins. He's doing it +1. So yeah, so he does 2 damage to you. All right, I guess I'll come back in there and kill him, I guess. All right. Because it's gonna spawn another one. You won't be able to get out of that room. Oh, actually, you could have just killed him. I was so thinking about how much health you didn't have.
It's okay, you can kill him.
Because then he wouldn't have activated on that turn. All right, so yeah, I'll come back down. I will smack him with my mightiness. Yeah, it doesn't matter what any of that stuff is. He is gone. All right, so he's gone. Mixie Goblin. And I don't know if I want another one of them. The potions are neat, but I don't know if I would ever use them. I'll take a loot. On loot. I got the longbow of the panther. Yep, don't need that either.
You only want the lion.
Well, I don't need a longbow. I like my sun hammer and my longsword. All right, so that's it for me. He is gone, though. Now he comes back. We can't get rid of him. All right, and then he spawns. We're both standing in there. We both lose a hit point.
We both lose 1?
Yeah, we both lose 1. Yep. All right, so your turn. Just charge him. I should have had you do that last time. I was so worried about your health. It'd been better to get rid of him and then heal.
And the other one, I don't need it.
Oh yeah, you might not get enough to kill him. You need 5. You got plenty of 5s. Now, do you want to spend the 2 that you're going to get to change this to a 6 and get you a heart?
Yeah, I need a heart.
Okay, so you're going to get 2, so just don't mess with it and just raise your thing by 1. Yep, there you go. All right, so he is gone. You can get a loot or a spell. Get a loot. Why not? Get a loot. I like that. That spell's pretty good. Ooh, that's a good one for you.
Great Staff of the Phoenix.
Great Staff of the Phoenix. So that one is ranged. You get up to 3 away. You use your intellect to attack. And then when you have 2 pieces, you get some of your energy back. So it doesn't matter. You're not using that either. It's just whether you think you'll ever want to research. You might want to research before you swing somebody with a hammer. Okay. So that goes down 1. So now my turn. So I go 4. All right, let's go back on my path I was heading on. 1, 2. Woohoo! We made it! All right. That's the boss. So as a free action, I can go into the boss's lair. So we're going to figure out what boss we got. So we flip this over to Act Dos. And then this flips over to this side. So we got the Dragon. And then when it gets down here to the 3, you guys probably can't see it again because the screen's tiny. There's a little symbol that we have to get to. And that's actually not bad. Look, that's 2 away. We just have to bring him down here and then take him back up. So the dragon is a key. So we'll go ahead and put that here. And then put these here. So we have to actually defeat 16 hit points, basically, is what we have to do. But you can spread it out. So like, say we do so much damage to make it go down. And then the dragon meeple. Woohoo! All right. So I moved 1 to get there when I was here, right? 1, 2. My free action takes me in. Which is this one with the black lines. So my free action takes me in. So that's 1, 2. Free action goes in. And then what do I need? I don't need healing or anything. 3, 4. I'll go here. I won't use all my attacks. All right. And then I get to do my heroic action, which is to attack El Dragon. But he attacks back. That's the only problem. All right. So he's got a defense of 8. He has no defense. He has no plus defense though, so that's good. Ooh, and you attack him with magic, it does -2 to your energy. That's not good. All right, well, that's fine. All right, so 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm at 7. I need to get above 8. So I can spend 1, 2 to make this a 5. I can spend 1, 2 to make this a 2. And then I get +1 for this. And then I can spend 2 to get +1 more. So now I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that does 2 damage. So that's better than nothing. So it does 2 damage, 1, 2. Then he retaliates with 2 plus melee, which is 4. So that's 5, 6. I have a defense of 6. Ha ha. Oh, I forgot actually. There's a +2 there. So actually that's 2 more damage. 1, 2, because the place I was standing on.
Oh.
The place I was standing on gives me +2 there. Woohoo! All right. So this goes down 1. All right. You want to heal before you come in, or because you can't use your ranged ability because this is considered a different room than the dungeon. So you can't use your new fancy smancy.
Then how do I heal?
Well, you can either heal or you can just come on in and try to smack him with something. Remember, yours are magic spells, so yours are nice because they go undefended. This one, right, would go, either one of these would go undefended. But that's why you lose 2 energy. So basically it costs you 2 more energy to do anything because of the dragon's ability.
Okay, then I go now.
All right, so you can go 1, 2, free action. So how much movement you got? 4? You don't have anything. Well, unless you want to use your thing. So that's 1, 2, and you end up in here. 3 would get you +2 power. 4, 5, 6 would give you agility. 7 would give you +3 to any dice. That's probably a good one.
So 7. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I see 7.
1, 2, go inside. 3, 4, 5. You would need 6 movement. So if you drink that potion, you have enough movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you go there. Yep, so drink your potion, so discard it. It's a one-time use, free action. All right. Okay, so you get +3 to your whatever you roll. I would say because you're having to roll.
But don't I lose this now? Or this? 2 energy now?
You gain 2 it. Oh, no, it's when you cast the spell. If you cast a spell. But because you're getting +2 to whatever you roll, your better bet is to do that. Yeah, that's your better bet to do that because you're going to get +2 to that.
So I need what?
Just, it's just whatever you roll. This is a weapon, so it's whatever you roll, and that's going to give you +3 to that roll. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have 10. If you want to spend 2 energy, you could make it 11.
Okay.
So that makes it 11. See, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, because that's a +3.
Okay.
All right, so that does 11. 11, he's got 8, so that's 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3. We can't do much more because it's 1. So well, actually, we could do this. Do that instead. That works. That one stopped, and then we have to taunt him and get him out here. All right. And then you did a ranged, so he does 3 plus 2 is 5. So he does 5 back to you. So you're going to take 1 damage because you're -1 because of that thing. Oh, actually, hang on. You got your +1 here. I forgot about that. Always forget about your +1 here because you never do spells and stuff. But yeah, so you got +1 there. So that was another damage. Muy bien. All right. Boss activates. Hoish. All right. So on his activation, he can move up to 4. He attacks everybody in range -2. So we both lose 2. 1, 2. You're gonna get knocked out. All right. So you get knocked out, which is fine. That just means that your next turn you're gonna rest. I'll leave and taunt him out is what I'll do. And then Scorch. When does he do Scorch? Oh, it's if you roll the there's this. If you roll that, he blows fire on us. All right. So now my turn. So I'm gonna I'd rather get that down, but you're not gonna be able to do anything next turn. We're gonna have a goblin spawn. And then they're gonna come after us. Let me double check. I know you have to get him into that room, but I don't remember if we have to do anything once he is in that room. Move the balls to the altars. The ball swords called altars. Force the ball to move. As soon as the boss token enters a room with an altar, remove it from the card and place it in the highest uncovered space. Health markers are no longer stopped. Okay, so you just have to get him into the room. Okay. I spend 2 energy. Oh, I can't even taunt. I have no energy. Because I did that combo thing. So I'm completely out of energy right now. All right, I'm gonna have to swing at him just so I can get some energy back. I mean, he's not going to activate next turn, so it really wouldn't be that bad if you did have to heal, because you could actually heal and then leave. Like, you can actually still make your movement after you do your rest action. So normally you can't move after you do heroic action, which rest is a heroic action. Rest is the one exception. After you rest, you're actually allowed to still move. So a lot of people miss that one as well, so they end up getting trapped in a room. Although if there's a bad guy in it, you're still trapped in the room. All right. So 5, 6. Oh, Scorch. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this 8
10.
doesn't activate because I didn't move to it. I should make my move action. I didn't do my move. Let me do my move first. So I would have moved around here to get 2. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is not enough to do any damage to him. If I spend my 2, 1, 2, then that's at least 9. And it'll do 1 damage to him. Oh, plus I have this 1 there. So yeah, it does 1 damage with 9. That's fine. I wanted to get both of them on there, although I don't know why I wanted to get both of them on the altar symbol for the gatekeeping, because technically, once that piece is there, it doesn't matter. We can just keep going. And then he retaliates which is 4, which doesn't hit me. And then he does the flame. So the flame is -2 to everybody in the room. You're already knocked out. So 1, 2. Yeah. Although I forgot, I did forget to heal though. I should have healed 2 when I attacked him. So actually, that was a wash for him. Cool. All right. Summon goblin. Gotta love the goblins. It is a mixie goblin. So, okay. Hola, goblin. All right. So then, yeah, what you have to do then is rest. So you'll rest, which will stand you back up. And then you get +3 and +5.
3 here.
5 there, so it maxes you out. And then you can move. I don't remember if it's your normal movement or if it's just 3. Unconscious, start your turn, you must rest action. After that, you may move and your turn is over. Okay, so you can move. So if you wanted to, you could come down here because he's going to activate.
So I move what, 4?
He's going to activate again. So you move 4, yeah. Oh, you wouldn't be able to get out, will you? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't understand what those. That's the entrance.
Well, that's where you come in,
not an
yes.
exit.
But when you exit, using the boss mat, you can use any remaining movements, some space and mark modifiers. You can move past them. You can also leave by moving through the entrance space.
Oh.
Yeah, so you have to move back through it. You have to move back through
Well,
it.
that would be, but I would be right there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Reported. Gracias, YouTube. So you would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So you wouldn't even get out, but you can't attack because you just rested.
And how do I get out there?
You have to go
If
there.
That is another.
Oh no, yeah,
thing.
you'd get out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's a free action to get out. So you'd end up there. Yeah, so you're out. So then when he activates, it doesn't hurt you. All right. So he's gonna activate. So he's gonna do 2 damage to me because I'm the only one in there. The goblin is gonna activate. He can move up to 2. 1, 2. And then he's going to, technically he didn't even need to move because he can damage up to 2 away. But it says move plus attack. So he really didn't need to move. So he's the one that does 2 damage. Mixie Goblin does 2 damage because it's -1 heart times the number of goblins plus 1. So he's 1, 2. So 2 damage to you because he walked into the room with you. Oh, yeah, see. All right. So yeah, you're going to have to beat him up and heal. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. All right. So, because then we need to get him out here. So that's what I'm thinking. You just go down there because then you can taunt him and he'll come after you. And then once he goes in that square, then I can taunt him back into the room. So I'll stay up there to taunt him back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? All right, so I need to heal. So as long as I attack him, I heal. Or I can rest. Is there any healing? No, there's no healing up there. So I don't need the pluses because that's not going to do me any good. And I'm thinking the minus spots are minus health to us. Because see how it's red? I don't think it's a plus health to us. Because see, when it's good for us, it's in the silver. So I think those are bad. I don't want to stand there. All right, so I'm gonna swing my sword. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, actually, I could move. Hang on, I should have moved first. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is really all I need to do. So I have 4 here. That gets me 1. My sword gets me 2. My armor gets me 2. Oh, swinging here gets me 1. I think I've been forgetting that one. Oh no, that's -2. That's +1. Okay, +1. All right, and I did 1 damage to him because I did 9. And then he does 2 plus 4 is 6. And I have 6 armor, so he did nada. I can just stand in there and take it. Just keeps beating on me. I'm like, ha, you can't beat me up. All right, so that goes down 1. All right, so your turn. So I would probably take out that little goblin. I would just shoot a elemental charge at him.
5. No, the red.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're beating up on a goblin. The goblins die, so I don't even think about rolling it. 4, 5, 6. All right, so 6. So you actually succeeded. You do a straight 2 damage to the goblin. So you can get a potion or an item. I guess get an item. Maybe you'll get some other magical cloak.
Oh, this was yours.
Oh, well, you should probably drop that.
This.
But I can't get it because I'd have to leave to get it. I don't think we technically need it, but okay. I mean, you could wear it. There's no reason why you can't wear it. Gives you more armor. And then on your melee attack, oh no, you're not doing any melee attacks. Yeah, it wouldn't do you any good because you didn't pick up a melee weapon. My bad. All right, so you killed him, and then you're healing. Oh, those are all. Yeah, I wish the heal. They had a heal that was
I'm still
a lesser
there.
action. Yeah, you're gonna have. That's what I said. You're gonna have to rest on your next action.
Can't I do this on my next?
Yeah, on your next turn you can do your heal. All right, so this goes down 1. The minions activate, which is just the boss. So he does -2 to, I forget, was I at 6 or 5? I'll say I was at 5. I don't know. 1, 2. That puts me down to 3. Stupid boss. I can't attack him actually. So technically, I can get my shield because I can't attack him because he's blocked. So 1, 2, free action. 3. That's gonna be a major action to get my shield. Do I want to do that? Because otherwise it'd be 4, and then I can taunt him. I could do that and pick up the shield on the way back. Yeah, I'll do that. So 4, and then I can do taunt, which is 2 in that here. 1, 2, and does he move immediately? So much stuff. All right. Move the boss up. It's okay. Spin 2 to taunt the boss, free action, and move the boss up to its movement towards you. Okay. So he's got 3 movement. So 1, 2, 3. He goes there. Does he attack when he comes in that room? I might have just killed myself. Follow normal movement rules to the pathways and enemies. You're the boss's target. It will ignore everyone else except you. This action can be used multiple times as long as you have the energy to spend. Doesn't say he attacks you when he comes into the room. Doesn't say. All right, so we're gonna say no. He doesn't attack. He chased me, and he stopped. He was afraid of my mightiness. All right, so guess who's gonna come and be our friend though? Which means I'm not leaving there anytime soon. Which means on the next turn the boss is gonna activate. So yeah, I'm gonna get hit. So he activated, which makes me lose 1. Because you have no way. I mean, you could taunt the boss towards you because it's a free action, which would make him not hit me, but then he's going to hit you. And when he attacks, he only does 2 damage. The problem is you're healing 4. So he's going to do 2 of the 4 damage that you did. All right, well, it's your turn. We need to get him back up there, so I don't see a reason not to taunt him.
No
And then
sense.
just heal yourself. Because the problem is if he right now I'm probably gonna die because of the goblin's gonna kill me anyways. So really it wouldn't matter if he stayed there. No, let's not have you take damage. I would say just heal. Just do your heal. It's probably best. All right, so you healed. You got rid of that. Bien. All right, so we go down to here. So the minions activate. He's going to activate against me, which is going to kill me. The boss is going to activate. Oh, the boss can move. He's still going to hit you. It didn't matter because he's still going to move because I'm no longer a target. So he's going to move because he can move up to 3. Then he's going to do his, or he can move up to actually 4. And then he's going to do 2 damage to you. All right. Oh, well. Okay. So now it's my turn. I only have one option, and that's to rest. So I'm going to rest. It gives me 3 and 5. I can't attack. So all I can do is run like a little girl. Run, little girl. What do I get? See, I don't know. Oh, plus I get an extra heroic action. That's what that is. It's a free heroic action. So let's see here. If I go 3, 1, 2, free action goes in 3, 4, 5. So I do need, but I can only use that on this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do this. I do 5. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my potion. So that... Well, actually, before I use my potion, I'm going to taunt, which costs me 2. 1, 2. I'm on that space, so I get 2 back. He goes into here with me. Then I'm going to... Well, I needed to use the potion to get in, didn't I? Yeah, so I used my potion to get in. And then I get... Basically, I get 2 heroic actions. So I can basically attack him twice. Pretty much. All right. So 4, 5, 6. I need what? Over 8? 5, 6. 7, 8. So I'm at 8 now. So if I spin 2 to make this a 5, that puts me at 9, right? 1, 2, 4, 9. I get +1 there. If I spin 2 more to make this a 6, that puts me at 10. I get to heal 2. 1, 2. If I spend my last 2, that puts me at 11. So 8, 9, 10, 11, right? 3. Yeah, 3. So I get to do 3 damage. Okay. So that gets rid of 1 heart. All right. And now I'm going to do my second heroic action for using my potion here. Hey, the potion did come in handy. Oh, he did shield break. What is shield break? Is damage equal to his base damage, which is 4. I'm down to 1. All right. Oh, this one wasn't as good. So that's a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I'm right at 8. I get +1 from that. I get 2 healing. I don't have enough. I don't have enough to flip it over. I don't have enough to make it higher. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I need 1 more energy. And just basically sacrificing a 1 isn't going to do it for me. So if I sacrifice that, that'll give me 3, which will allow me to +1. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I can change one of these up 1, 7. And then I can spin that would be 8. So no, it's still 8. Oh, that sucks. I'm 1 short. And then since he's still alive, I missed. Shield break does 4. So I am knocked out again. Okay. So that goes down 1. All right. Beat him. You get to beat him. You only got to do 3 damage. So you move first, right? So you get
What?
4. Yeah, so 1 free action moves you in. 2, 3. You can't get there. You don't have a +1 to your movement, do you? Dang it. So that's free action moves you.
Can we do that?
If you do your charge. Yeah, you could do your charge. But that's only going to do 2 damage. It won't kill him. Which means then he's going to get a chance to attack. I think we just go without the thing. I think we just put you on the agility. Oh, you get +1 here anyways. You're good. You get +1 there anyways.
Pero here is...
I know, but you only need 3. I mean, you should have that with your intellect. All right. So we're going to magic wand him.
With
Or
the
great staff him. Yeah. So we're using your intellect. So you get 5, 6, right? Oops, that was a +1, wasn't it? +1. 5, 6. You get 2 from your +1. You get +1 there, so you're at 7. If you spend 2, you can get to 8. You spend another 2, you can get to 9. You have anything else that lets you do extra? No. Well, you got to 9. All right, so that did 1. All right, and you got a shield break, so that means he does 3 damage to you. So you're knocked out too?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, the only benefit of that, he activates, nothing happens. We're both knocked out. Yeah, we're both knocked out. He couldn't, I mean, how's he going to do anything to us? So he's going to move, he's going to attack, he's not going to do it. He doesn't have a target to go after because we're both knocked out. Yeah, okay. I don't think we lose the game if we both get knocked out. I don't think that was one of the lose conditions. Lose. 5th goblin. Torch hits the skull. Dungeon cannot be explored any further. Nope, doesn't say anything about us both getting knocked out. Okay. So I have to take my rest action, which puts me up to 3 and 5, which actually maxes me out. And then I have to run like a little girl. I forgot to do my search on my way through, so maybe I'll do that on the next turn. So 1 free action gets me out. 2, I think I'm going to stay there so I can do my search on the next turn. All right. So this goes down 1. Spawn Ultra Goblin. He is a Pokey Goblin. And then he can't attack because he's not in the room with me. And he's not on activate stage. All right. So now you have to do the same thing. So you revive. So you get 3 and 5. What's your movement? 4?
4.
All right. So next turn, they're both going to come into the room with me. And they're both going to do damage to me. I shouldn't have stopped there. I should have probably gone to explore this room. Yeah, I don't know where to, I don't, because you can't attack them. You're in the same boat I am. If you end up in that room with them, I mean, you could just come out here and heal, I guess. Because what, 4? 1, 2, free action gets you out. So you have 2 more spaces, but you can't attack those guys. And the one goblin's going to do 2 damage. The other goblin is going to do 2 damage. Oh no, this one, oh no, he's doing 3 now. Stabby goblin's going to kill me. He's doing 3 damage because it's times the number of goblins that are out plus 1. Oh, and the dragon's gonna kill us too. I think we're now in an endless loop. I don't think there's any way for us to come out of this one. Because then at the end, it's activate, 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 activate. Oops, I'm going the wrong direction. Go down. All right, so activation order is goblins first and then the dragon. So Goblin 1 activates first. So he can move up to 4, which that's enough for him to move into my spot. He's going to do damage -1 heart times the number of goblins plus 1. There's 2 goblins. Plus 1 is 3. So that knocks me out again. Goblin number 2 moves. He can move up to 3. So he can actually go in with you. And then he's going to do -1 heart times the number of goblins, so he's going to do 2 damage to you. And then the dragon activates. Dragon can move up to 3, which is enough to get him out. And then he's going to do 2 damage to you. So 0. So now that's one thing that I don't know is you can't move out of a room with a minion, with a goblin. However, it says start of your turn, you must perform a rest action, after which you may move and then your turn is over. So it seems like with rest, you can move even if there's a minion in your area, because it says and then move. It doesn't say if there's a minion in your area, you can't leave. I just don't know if we can get far enough away to make it to where we can beat them. And we're so close to beating the dragon. That's the only reason I want to see if we can get way down here. Modifying skill. Check for danger. Check for traps. Modify skill. Where's move? Move. Moving into a room with an enemy, you cannot move any further. Oh, into a room. So we can move out. Okay. All right. So they activated. So now it's my turn. So I'm going to rest, which gets me back up to 3. And well, my energy doesn't go any further. And then I can move up to 4. Oh, I already used my spell. I was going to search for my shield, but that would be my action in there. And I can't search while there's a goblin anyways. Okay. So I'm going to go 1. And it's blocked off anyways. That was not smart, Will. I think we can do it. It just, it's going to be very annoying. All right, so then he came out, so he hit me for 1. And I can't do a heroic action because I just did a rest action. Okay, so you do your rest action. So 3 and 5. You can move how much? 4? Well, no, because see, then you're going to enter a room with a goblin. You can't get out. You're going to enter a room with a goblin, and then that's going to stop you. Moving in a room with a goblin cannot move this turn. Heroes cannot pass through enemies until they have a stealth ability. Yeah, so it basically stops you. Now, they're not going to activate, though, so it just stops you in that room. All right, so it goes down 1. All right. All right, so my turn, I'm going to hit a goblin. Really doesn't matter what I roll because the goblin's going to be dead. Yeah. And don't even need the +1s because I'm already at full. So goblin is dead. Who am I beating up on? Number 3. Boomy goblin. All right. So I can take a loot, and I can take any loot. So I'm going to take me shield, and I'm going to replace me sunhammer with my shield. And what's the roly-poly thing? Does it mean I get to re-roll the dice? Yeah, I get to re-roll my dice, I guess, with the shield. Actually, I like this hammer better than the shield. I don't know why. No, I don't want the shield. I like the hammer better than the shield. Give me a spell. Maybe I'll get something to heal with. Cloud of Death. 1 times 6 for 4 does -2 to everybody. Huh. That's not a bad spell. I don't want it. Alright. So he's dead. That was my heroic action. Alright. So this goes down. Number 1 activates and does 1 times the number, so he does 2 damage to you. Then the Pokey Goblin comes in, and then he does 2 damage to you. It's an endless loop. It really is. I think it's an endless loop.
It's never going to.
And then the dragon comes in to me because you're already knocked out, and then he's gonna do 2 damage to me, which knocks me out. Yeah. Yep, I think I'm just gonna call that. We could have beaten him. Getting those 2 goblins is what did it, because we had to come back out after we rested, or we just didn't come out when we rested. Would have been the other option. We just stayed in there because we rested. We wouldn't have been able to do anything. Worst case, the dragon would have attacked us for 2, and we healed for 3. It was stupid. We shouldn't have came out because he would have only hit us for 2. And then I would have been able to kill him probably on the next turn. All right, so let us switch the camera over, and we will do our first impressions. All right, there we go. I think he's got to get a little closer again. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias, y tú. All right, so the first thing is components. What do you think about the components? Components are great.
No?
Sí, got miniaturas. Got meeples.
I like the meeples better when they don't have.
The screen printing?
Yeah, when there is just the silhouette and you can
Imagine.
tell what it is. No. But it's okay.
A lot of people like the screen printing. I actually like the screen printing because it makes it artistic. It makes it look like they are what they are. So. But yeah, the minis are good. When I did my unboxing, I kind of went over the components. I like the minis. They're very detailed for how tiny they are. I don't know if you took a real good look at them. They're very detailed for how little they are. I like the tiles. The tiles or the little cards just has great art. Like the art on them's really nice. You got lights with little Easter eggs and hidden things in it. They're not thick. I'd say in terms of components, that'd be the only thing that I wish might have been a little bit better was these were a little thicker. Some other people have said that too. It almost is forcing you to have to sleeve them because of how thin they are. But that, I mean, out of complaints, that's really my only one. The only other thing, as I mentioned during the unboxing, is if you're going to have meeples, I like everything to be meeples. As much as I like miniaturas, I would have rather had the heroes be meeples too if they could be. But that's again, minor gripes on the components. All right, mechanics. So... Necesita un poquito de agua. So the mechanics on this one is tile flipping exploration, right? It's the dice, the way the dice work, right? And then the tracker here for like the danger and how it activates the bad guys, searching for loot. The mechanics are fine. I don't see any problem with the mechanics. Again, it is random. Right, everything in this is random. Yeah. The dice are random. The tiles are random. What bad guys you're gonna fight are random. So like trying to plan could be a little bit hard. Like, for example, in this one, we were focusing you on magic, and this particular boss didn't like magic users. Like, she would lose power. She would lose more power than she was spending just to attack him. So that randomness could make it where some people don't like it. But I mean, otherwise, I think I like the way they put it together. Like the way they build the loot system, the way the dice work, and you get the dice also have dual use, right?
Yes.
Because even if it's bad, even if you get a bad roll, you can still use the dice for something else, like refilling your energy, refilling your health. So I do like that. I think that's a neat mechanic. The next is the difficulty, which you asked about earlier, and I did not pull up.
I think the icons again in this, I mean, it's hard for me.
I think they did icons.
In this thing.
They did the icons.
Okay.
They made it icon. The benefit of icons is it makes it language independent. The problem with icons is it makes it language independent, so you don't get
exactly.
the description of what it is. So this one had a rating of 2.78 is what it's currently being rated. The community rating right now is saying it's about a 2.78. It's right under a 3. So it's kind of difficult. I mean, you saw me there doing lots of combos. That combo, getting your actions.
Whatever happening here was hard and very long.
Oh, when I was trying to save us?
Yes.
Yeah, the saving us wasn't happening. The saving us was I thought I could do better, but when I went into this room and it was a dead end and another goblin, I pretty much should have just said that was it. But I don't think it was difficult. Now, we were cheating, right? We were doing the track on the wrong number. We were doing it on 4 instead of 2. I don't know how much of a difference that makes. A lot of people say that makes a big difference, right? Because if you're doing the 2, your very first thing is an activation. So it activates whatever is out there. Now, you may not have any goblins out there because we were able to kill them each time, because that was our only heroic action we took. But then you're summoning another goblin. So by the first player's turn, you're doing this. Second player's turn, you're doing that. You're summoning a goblin. So maybe if we played it right, it would have been a little bit more difficult. But every time we killed a minion, though, I mean, we were bouncing back up to the top of the track. Don't know. We'll do that on our next gameplay to see how that works. Anything else about difficulty?
No.
No? All right. Fun at 2. Did you have fun playing it at 2? Considering we don't know how it plays any other way.
Yes, I did.
At 2, it was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't see why this game wouldn't be enjoyable at 2. So if you're looking for a 2-player game, it's a nice little dungeon crawl, right? And then you can also control multiple characters. So you could actually play it with 4 characters if you can keep up with that many characters, abilities, and things. And again, it would make the game a little bit easier while increasing the difficulty. Because it'd be easier because, hey, now you got 4 people to go and attack the dragon. So like right now where we got stuck, 2 other characters we could have like left down here and they could have been taking care of the goblins while the other 4 were taking care of the boss, right? But it is fun at 2. Last thing is the theme. Did it feel thematic? Did you feel like you were crawling through the dungeon and trying to find things?
Yes.
Did you feel like you were a little dwarf cleric?
Well, not that, but I think that whatever was happening here, like, was connected. It made sense.
And finding you were like, oh, where's the next goblin?
These things over here also.
Finding the loot. Yeah. So I don't. This is kind of game that's the whole point of a dungeon crawl is it is supposed to feel thematic and feel like you're crawling through, trying to find the loot, trying to find the things. So yeah, the theme is where it needs to be. I don't feel like it needs to be any more. If they wanted to add more theme to it, that would be the having some kind of campaign text or story text. Mm-hmm. There is a campaign mode and there are story challenges that would just add a little bit of flavor text. There's actually flavor text in the front of the book that I didn't read, but thematically, I think it's good. All right. So there we go, guys. That is Tiny Epic Dungeon. If you'd like to see us play the actual campaign, let us know down in the comments. That most likely would have to be like a Saturday video because I think it's going to run a little bit longer. And Adri necesita café.
Yeah, I can't do this.
She can't,
No
she
more.
can't do this no more because it did run a little bit long. This is the first time in a while we've done a full 2-hour stream. So if you watch this far in the video, then you deserve to hit that subscribe button. You deserve to hit that like button, and you deserve to tell us how badly we did down in the comments.
Yes.
Yes. All right, guys. But until next time.
Adios.
Peace.